Hi, this is Tori. We're doing it live on this Feel Good Friday. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I was telling Miss Priscilla before we went live, like, girl, excuse my hair. I got caught in the rain. I was debating whether I should put a wig on. I said, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all gonna get this shrinkage and everything today. But we're doing it live on this Feel Good Friday. Have Miss Priscilla with me. And I got to shout out to Miss Shasta Partey. She is one of Mrs. Shasta's clients, and Shasta's advertising business is Zenpris LLC. Shasta, don't beat me up if I said it wrong, but make sure you post your link to your business, Shasta, in the comments. So thank you so much for hooking us up. And Miss Priscilla, before we get into talking about your business, because you are the business owner and operator of Skin by Daek Med Spa. Before we get into that, tell us a little bit about yourself before we start talking about your business. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, a little bit about me. My name is Priscilla Richardson, the owner of Skin by Daek Med Spa. I am from Jackson, Tennessee originally. I spent 7 years in the United States Army. After I got out of the Army, I moved back to Tennessee for a little bit, then relocated here to South Carolina, got married. We have a really big family. So it's myself, my husband, and we have 7 children. Most of them are adults, thank God. And yeah, so I do the med spa stuff, but I also am a licensed wound care nurse. So I do that full time, transitioning to part time doing that. But that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Wow, you guys do have a huge family, 7 children. What, if you don't mind me asking, what are their ages?
So they range from, let's see, our oldest is 26. So 26, 23, 21, 20, 19, 17, and 14.
Wow, that's awesome. And I just got one soon to be 18. I have
Okay.
I have a senior this year.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
we're gonna discuss the business at hand. What do you have? Tell the people what you got going on tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about your business and tell everybody what you have going on tomorrow.
So tomorrow is a very exciting day. We have decided to do our official grand opening on tomorrow, as well as a back to school extravaganza. So we will have all kinds of prizes and events and stuff for the kiddos. So we have a bouncy castle coming. We're going to be giving away some free school supplies. We'll do a couple of raffles. We'll have some on-site vendors. So I know there's a hot dog guy coming, a sweet treats person coming, and some other vendors from jewelry. And of course, myself, I'll be there. What we do is we do corrective skincare. I have my own skincare line, which is how I originally started in the med spa arena. I started with a skincare line first, and then I went back to aesthetic school. I forgot to mention that I'm a licensed esthetician. So went back to aesthetic school a couple of years ago, got my aesthetics license, then continued on and got my medical esthetician license. So we offer services such as permanent makeup, micro needling, which is the introduction of small needles into the skin to repair everything from scars to fine lines and wrinkles, also hyperpigmentation. And we offer a bunch of different services to include chemical peels as well. But that's just the basics of what we do. And then, of course, I do a lot of facials and intimate wax and stuff like that.
What
So
is tell me about the permanent makeup. How does that work?
permanent makeup is microblading or micropigmentation of the brow, lips, and eyes. So basically, if you don't have any eyebrows like myself, I didn't have any eyebrows, we can make you some. So mine are made eyebrows for people, that either have trouble growing facial hair, so they can't, they don't grow eyebrows. We can do permanent makeup for people that suffer with alopecia. I also do micropigmentation for people that have struggled with or are breast cancer survivors. So we do areola repair too. So it's an array of services that we offer, but that's what the permanent makeup is. I don't know how old you are, but I know, remember back in the 90s where everybody was drawing a lip liner on their lips.
Yeah.
Well, we can do it permanently now. So that's one of the services that we offer. A lot of people struggle with like pigment issues on the lips. So that micropigmentation of the lips kind of helps resolve that.
Wow. So permanent makeup. So I'm not a makeup wearer, but the reason why I asked that question because with permanent makeup, that means I could just wake up and I don't have to worry about doing my face at all.
It's
Like
kind
I work
of
because
those
I do a
services.
light beat every now and again.
That's right.
Hey
Yes,
Jamel.
it's one of those get up and go type of things because that's a lot of times, especially busy working moms or just working professionals. A lot of times you don't have time to wake up and beat your face. But a lot of people will just wake up and they'll do their eyebrows. And I know I used to be one of those people where my brows and my eyeshadow and my mascara had to be done. Well, with permanent makeup, you don't have to get up and do that every day. Of course, it is a process. So once you get the first set done, you have to come back and get a touch-up service, and then you have to maintain it every 5 years. But I don't regret getting it myself at all.
Wow. So with the permanent makeup, will you recommend that because you said that you also do the hyperpigmentation with the skin? Like,
Mhm,
would you recommend some like say because like sometimes if I wear makeup, a lot of times if I wear a little makeup, I have little blemishes. So
mhm,
sometimes I do wear makeup, it's just to cover, some of the blemishes that I do have.
mhm.
But those that may have the hyperpigmentation with the skin and they may have some blemishes that they want to cover, would you recommend them getting the permanent makeup? Would that make their face, would that affect their skin to react even more? How exactly does that work?
It won't. Sometimes a lot of people that like myself, actually, I'm a struggler of hyperpigmentation. I have done a lot of work as far as finding out what products work good for me. And once I found out what products work well for me, then I knew how to kind of treat my skin. But what happens with the permanent makeup, if you have things like eczema, which is my issue, then sometimes you'll have issues with the healing process. And it's not that it won't heal, it just sometimes takes a little bit longer.
Okay, and then I have a comment from Natasha. She says, "So you can just wake up and wash your face and then go about your day. That's what's up."
It is, and that's the beauty about what we do, not with just the permanent makeup, but
Uh-huh.
just the corrective skincare in general, because I used to be one of those people that would wear a full face of makeup every day because of my hyperpigmentation. Because I used to be so embarrassed in school, I got teased as a kid because of the spots that I had on my face that came from my eczema. So now I don't even wear makeup just because of the corrections that I've done, and a lot of it stems from me having my own skincare line and just honing in on what products works best for us, because a lot of times it's a struggle finding great products for melanated skin, and
Mhm.
that is your olive skin tones and your darker skin tones. So
Absolutely. Now I hear the steam in the background. You don't have no pot on, do
give
you?
me one second. That's me cooking my stuff for tomorrow.
Listen, I don't want you to burn the house down. I said, wait a minute, I see some steam. Listen, and Mrs. Tony, she says, I want the eyeliner. Okay, so the eyeliner. So you could just get just the eyeliner if you don't
Yes.
get the oh, that's cool. That's what's
Yes.
up. Okay. And Natasha says definitely a struggle, but I'm getting there with my skincare regimen. Now, let me ask you that since Natasha said about the skincare regimen,
Mhm.
like for those that are not able to go to a professional esthetician, what are
Mhm.
some of the products that you recommend for the skin? Especially when you're dealing with the hyper
Mhm.
pigmentation with the skin.
So I'm biased, and it's just because of my knowledge base now. Um, but I know I've tried everything that was on the shelf at Walmart. Usually for people that say, hey, I can't afford to go to it. First of all, there's a budget for everybody. So if certain services are not within your budget, we always try to work with you to find out something that is within your budget. So it may be that, okay, I tell you, don't come to me every month. Maybe come one time. Let's do an assessment on your skin, and then I can recommend the best products for you. Because looking at somebody's skin, I cannot say, hey, let me look at you and say, oh yeah, you need XYZ. That's not true aesthetics. True aesthetics means I lay you down, I touch, feel, palpate the skin, see what your oil control is like, whether your lipid barrier is depleted and your skin is completely dry, or if you, as soon as you walk out in the sun, you get completely oily, or if you just have normal combination skin. But the best way to treat the skin is if you come do an assessment. When I do the assessment, I'm going to detox that skin. So that means I'm going to get in there. Anything you got trapped down underneath that skin or trapped in those pores, I'm going to get it out. And once we get it out, then we can properly maintain the skin. And with my own child who's 14 years old, sometimes the teenagers, they don't like to listen to you because TikTok told them how to do XYZ. But we've had some instances where I'm like, okay, we'll try. I let her try it herself. And then finally I was like, look, you're coming to get on my table. So once she came, I did like a thorough assessment of her skin. I mean, we did a lot. And within 2 weeks, she saw results. So sometimes it just takes that professional touch that one time. Of course, you need to do your maintenance, but sometimes you just need that one time to get somebody to get down off in those pores and clean your skin out real good. And then you can maintain it with the products. Now, of course, the professional grade products, so the ones that cost more, are usually better for your skin because the concentrated ingredients are the active ingredients, which are the ones that's going to penetrate down off in those pores and clean everything out. Usually anything that, soaps and suds up a whole lot, is going to strip your skin, and it's not doing your skin any justice. So usually I recommend people start with the professional grade products. As I mentioned, I have my own skincare line, so I have a product line. But even if I don't recommend my own product line, we find products that are suitable for your skin. Worst case scenario, I at least recommend like the Simply line from Walmart, because they don't have as many detergents and things in there. But we have to be careful because I know a lot of people, I used to be one of them, that market, oh, go completely all natural and I'm going to do turmeric and I'm going to do charcoal. Well, that's not necessarily the best for everybody's skin. So we have to be careful with things like that.
Okay. And you also mentioned about alopecia. What type of services what type of services do you offer that could help those that are suffering from alopecia?
Microneedling. Microneedling is awesome. We are going to be introducing a service very soon called PRP, which is plasma rich protein. And what we do is we draw the client's blood and we spin it down and we take the plasma from the blood and we take it and we microneedle it back into your skin. So basically we're using your own body to heal your body. So what happens is those microneedles get down off in those pores and it allows the product to penetrate down off in there. Because sometimes with alopecia and stuff like that, that's the problem. You have the hair loss or whatever. Sometimes it's tension alopecia. Sometimes it's medication related. So with the microneedling, it just allows us to be able to get down off in there and stimulate that collagen, which helps stimulate hair growth.
Oh, wow. So those that suffer from alopecia, you know how sometimes it has the skin where it's like basically bare. So it's like slick. Are you able to make the hair grow from that? Really?
Yes. So
wow.
it is not a quick process. It is not a quick process. And I won't say that it is a service that is very cheap because it is not, but it can be done. The beauty about us is we actually offer afterpay. So if you see a service that you want to get and you say, oh my God, my budget won't allow for it, I know a lot of people these days use Afterpay, so it kind of makes those things a little bit more affordable. And then I also offer memberships. So with the memberships, you get good discounts on the membership stuff.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Thank
And
you.
what does the what other services do you oh, I want you to also tell us about if someone wants to try your products because you have your own line of facial products, how
Yeah,
would how would they go? Is it do you have like a website? How do
yeah.
we go? How do we connect to try those products? Because I love like natural products. And like you said earlier, sometimes when you have problem skin, I know I've done this. I'm
Mm.
using one thing I do, what I do, and I know my esthetician has told me, Tori, you're washing your face too much. I
Hmm.
wash my face entirely too much. Like in one wash, like in the morning, I used to wash my face like 5 or 6 times.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah. And it was to the point where, and then I was using the Neutrogena, I was using a soap, I was using like what do you call the scrub, and
Uh-huh.
oh, my face was just tore up. She's like,
Yep.
you're doing too much.
Yeah,
Like you're
listen
doing too
there.
much.
There. Yeah. So what you want to do, this is the key
Mhm.
because I'm like, oh, no way washing your face is gonna cure all these issues.
Yeah.
But the basic, and I have cards that I actually provide with my products that say this is the perfect skincare routine, the basics. But you need a cleanser, you need a moisturizer, a toner, a scrub, and SPF sunscreen. So the steps are you want to wash your face twice. Twice. Whenever you do your skincare in the mornings, you want to wash your face twice. The first cleanse removes all the dirt and toxins and stuff like that. The second cleanse is to actually penetrate the skin. That's all you need to do. But make sure, and you don't need, but that's why the beauty of professional grade products, because you don't have to use as much. So you only need like a pea size amount of cleanser with each cleanse. So, and it's going to lather or not lather, depending on your skin type. But you do that, you want to make sure you thoroughly get off all that soap. And then once you do that,
Oh.
sorry, you want to exfoliate only once, at the most twice a week. You don't exfoliate every day because that's too much. Some people don't even need to exfoliate that much. Dependent, me personally, I can't exfoliate a whole lot because it irritates my skin. So that's the beauty about getting to know your client and getting to know your own skin. So you want to do the cleanse, and then if you have an exfoliator that day, then that's when you would exfoliate. After you do that, then the toner. Listen, I always wonder what a toner was for. I swear my toner is my best friend because the toner is going to get in and it's going to help you control that oil or the moisture in your skin. So if you are drier, it's going to donate moisture to you. But if you are more oily, it's going to cut back on some of that oil. So the toner, and then after the toner, then that's when you would do, you could do a mask also once a week. It's not necessary really, but if you did the mask, you could do a mask once a week. And then after that, that's when you would do your sunscreen. But you want to, even us darker skinned people, we have to wear sunscreen every day because that's another thing that helps cut back on that hyperpigmentation, and it protects you from age spots and just the environmental damage to your skin. So definitely a sunscreen every day.
And you know, in the black community, that's one of the things I knew I was guilty of this. I'm like, why
Mhm.
do we have to wear sunscreen?
We got melanin in our skin.
Like sunscreen for what? But it's necessary.
It
It's so
is.
necessary.
And I'll tell you, honestly, darker Fitzpatricks like myself, or even darker than me, we are the first people to burn.
Oh
So
wow.
I burn bad in the sun. And the only reason why I found out that I burn bad in the sun is when I went to the army and I was like, I got sunburn. And it's horrible when you get sunburn. So it is a common misconception that we don't burn. That's not true. Darker fits Patrick's actually burn faster. So you get your lighter fits, like the really, really white skin people, and really, really dark skin people are the main people that need protection from the sun. Of course, everybody needs protection from the sun, but we really do, just because we burn so easy.
Oh wow. And how long have you been doing being, interested in skin? Is that something that you know how sometimes as children we have like a vision of what we want to do? Were you always fascinated about skin?
I was not. I wasn't. I realized once I became an esthetician, I've always been kind of obsessive with skin, because I was the one that would be in the mirror all day long picking at my face, and I would get my hand popped for picking at my face. Yeah. So I probably always had an obsession, but it was just the light bulb kind of went off once I became a nurse. I became a nurse 6 years ago. And like I said, I'm a wound care nurse. So most of my patients are diabetics. And once I worked with the diabetic community, I realized that, hey, a lot of this is from improper skincare or not having the proper products to care for ourselves. So that's when the light bulb kind of went off and said, well, what if you create a line that helps people with diabetes and eczema and acne? So that's where I actually started. So when I originally started the whole skincare journey, I was Daek Soap Company LLC, and it was just me making the natural skincare products. And then I went back and got the aesthetics license in 2021, because I realized during the pandemic I didn't really want to do nursing. My mom got sick, which thank God she's okay now, but I had to kind of step back from nursing for a while. So that's when I really started taking the aesthetics seriously. And now here I am today, and, opening up a med spa, which kind of combines my two loves of nursing and, aesthetics.
That's awesome, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Natasha says, I used to be guilty of not wearing it. I didn't know we needed sunscreen. Exactly. I'm right. Like, why do we need it? And she said, right. She also says, when you know better, you do better. That's exactly. Right. Now I know. And honestly, to be honest with you, I only started using sunscreen a couple years ago once I started seeing my esthetician here in Florence. Shouts out to Miss Chelsea Chamberlain. When I started going to Chelsea, she the one when she was talking about the facial regimen, and she's like, sunscreen. I'm like, I gotta get sunscreen. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm like, what? Yeah. Now tell us about, because I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Tell us about it, what about the grand opening tomorrow. To reiterate what you have going on tomorrow, what products you have going on, and also the vendors, and also let us know the location, the time, and all of that, and also the business hours after your grand opening tomorrow. What is going to be your business hours moving forward?
Okay. So tomorrow, we are located at 1101 Sparkleberry Lane Extension, Suite B. When you get there, there is a plaza that is right next door. We are actually in the Crystal Pools building. So it's like a small brick building that's right beside the U-Haul. But 1101 Sparkleberry Lane Extension, Suite B. And I always have to clarify, it is the end of Sparkleberry. That's not the Spring Valley end, but it's the other end going towards, I don't know what they call it. Well, anyway, the northeast side of things. So make sure they stay away from Spring Valley and come to the other side. We will have vendors there. I know there's somebody that's going to be selling jewelry, somebody doing sweet treats, somebody doing hot dogs. I'm actually looking forward to the hot dogs myself. And I have like a whole shelf of products. So we have everything from body washes to body butters to scrubs and bath salts. I also have my professional products. The beauty is, if anything that is not there, or if I sell out, we'll be taking kind of orders on site. So if I'm out of something, you can place an order and we can ship it to you. We'll have the bouncy castles. We'll have school supplies. So please bring your kids. We have bags upon bags of school supplies that we want to give out. Also, Our hours moving forward, we are there Saturday from 9 to 4. Sundays through Friday is by appointment only for now. We
Okay.
will be transitioning into a more full-time role soon. But right now we are Saturdays all day long. And we typically do by appointment only. Now we're open for walk-ins for like to purchase products and things like that. But as far as the services are concerned, it's by appointment only for now.
Okay.
Now we will be at a position where we can take more walk-ins soon, but right now I try to limit the walk-ins. So if anything, people can go to my website at www.skinbydaek.com to book an appointment. My number is listed on the website. So if somebody is interested in scheduling and they don't see any availability listed, they can always call me and I can check my end of things to see if I had any last minute cancellations or anything like that.
Okay. And what you can also do, make sure you put your website and your phone number in the comments as well, so
Okay.
that people can actually contact you as well. And also, what are the like if someone want to reach out to you via social media, what is your handles, social media handles on with you have Facebook? Because you know a lot of the business owner, I tell everyone, if you
Yes.
can, whether you're active or not, just get a social media for everything like Facebook, Instagram.
Yes.
People are on TikTok. Just
Right.
make sure you post. And then I always tell business owners that, you know, I have some friends of mine that are business owners, and sometimes they get discouraged, like, well, I shared this on Facebook, it didn't get shared, it didn't get liked, no comments. Business owners, I don't care if you don't get any likes, no comments, post your business. You are a walking billboard.
Right.
Trust me, whether they comment, share, or like, they see it. They see you. So don't get discouraged and stop posting your business. Make sure you post your business as much as possible. But if they want to get in contact with you, how do they contact you other than and I see Shasta has actually put the website in the chat. What is some of the ways, what is your social media handles where people may want to reach out to you?
So in order, I was trying to click on the comment. Oh, did it lock me out? Okay, I'm back. Ways that they can reach me is, of course, my website, www.skinbydaek.com. I am at facebook.com/skinbydaek. I am instagram.com/skinbydaek, and I am at tiktok.com/skinbydaek. So those are my platforms. And I'm horrible with advertising. That's the beauty about me having Shasta now, because that is not I'm okay with admitting what my strong points are, and advertising ain't one of them. So thank God for Shasta with coming and helping me out with that. But those are my social media platforms. I am kind of active on social media, but I get it all the time where people say, I didn't even know you was doing XYZ, because you need to make sure you posting it to where we can see it. So, but those are my platforms right now where I'm active.
Well, I'll say this, you have Shasta, but if you didn't have Shasta, I would tell people like business owner, get in the habit of posting at least once a week, once or twice a week. But you got Shasta for that. And matter of fact, Shasta, I need for you to actually put your business in the comments as well. And is Zempress LLC in Shasta, don't beat me up if I mispronounce it, but make sure you post your business in the link as well. If you're trying to advertise, you can reach out to Miss Shasta Partey. She'll be more than happy to assist you with that. So, and you said the time tomorrow is from
11 to 4.
Okay, yes. 11 to 4. And give out the address one more time.
So we are at 1101 Sparkleberry Lane Extension, Suite B. You'll see the bouncy castle and all the vendors outside, and it'll be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The ribbon cutting will be promptly at 11 a.m. And then after that, the rest of the services will follow. We also have a DJ that's going to be there. So it's fun.
That's gonna be nice. Oh, I wish I was a little closer so I could come. But plus, I have church in the morning anyway. But still, if you were closer, I would actually come by after I got out of church. But that is awesome. So congratulations. I wish you well on all your future endeavors. So you guys make sure you go by and support. And also, I was going to ask you, what what did the name originate from? How did you come up with that name? Does it stand for something? Because I like to ask people that question, because a lot of times the name of your business usually has a story behind it. So how did you come up with that name?
It does. It's kind of simple. It's my kids' initials. So we have Dejan, Dakita, Deja, Alexander, Evie, and Kayla. So we got the
Ooh,
three D's and then the AEK at the
I like that.
Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness. And Natasha, she says, I'm going to check out the website. Thank you,
Oh, yeah,
Tasha.
come on and see me. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. If anybody has any questions before they purchase anything, I actually encourage people to reach out to me and ask questions before you purchase anything. As far as the facial stuff is concerned, now the rest of my products are good for the body down.
Mhm.
Um, but I try to get people to be careful about what they put on their face, because what you put on your body, you cannot put on your face, because the pH in your face is different from the pH on your body. So that's the reason why bar soap and things like that, just makes your skin so bad. So anybody feel free to reach out to me and ask any questions they may have about any products that I offer. I'm kind of open. I don't have like I just ask that you don't text me at like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, but usually
Right.
I'm pretty open and I respond pretty fast to anything. So if it's late, then usually I'll respond the next morning.
Okay.
But anybody can reach out to me anytime.
Okay. And Miss Tanya says, best wishes. Miss Tanya Mormon says, best wishes. Listen, listen, Tanya, don't beat me up. Listen, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. I was telling Miss Priscilla, I was like, listen, I need my glasses, but it has a glare, but I can't hardly see. So please forgive me. Oh Lord, y'all, I can't see. I cannot see. And Shasta posted the address is 1101 Sparkleberry Lane. And no, I can't see. Extension, Suite
Yes.
B, and it's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The grand opening, back to school giveaway. And y'all know how we like to eat with those back to school giveaways. Make sure you take the children out to get the school supplies, and make sure you take them out to eat and enjoy yourself. And I know they're gonna have a ball. You got a DJ? That's gonna
Yes.
be awesome. That's gonna be
Yes.
awesome.
And the DJ that I have, he's actually a teenager himself, and I've heard like great things about him. He usually has a party live. So, and I forgot to mention that I'm actually going to be having some refreshments and stuff myself for my guests. So, and one thing I want to make sure I mention is very important as far as the address is concerned. Make sure you put the extension in there, because if not, it will take you to the other side down by Spring Valley.
Okay. And Natasha says, and about the house.
Now, I don't know what I was thinking about that bounce house, but yes.
Listen, like she said, oh my God, the kids love those bouncy houses. Oh
Yes.
my
And we
goodness.
got a huge bounce house. We did. So
Wow, they're gonna have a lot of fun. So
yes.
I'm actually going to like I said, I'm just like I told you, I'm gonna re-air this as well to get the people to come out. I'll do it a couple times tomorrow, but we'll talk about it off the air. But I'm also gonna put the address back up here with Shasta posted. And also let me also say this right quick. Make sure you reach out to Miss Shasta Partey if you want to get into advertising. She'll do the advertising for you. And her business is Zempress LLC. That's Zempress LLC. And tomorrow, make sure you go by and check out Miss Priscilla. And pronounce it again, because I don't want to mispronounce. It's Daek, right?
Yes.
Daek.
My date. Yep.
Okay, Skin by Daek. And this is the location, 1101 Sparkleberry Lane, Extension Suite B, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's tomorrow, the grand opening. And it's back to school, also a back to school extravaganza. Man, them kids gonna have a ball. Because I don't know what the time frame is for Columbia, but I know Darlington started we started school like the end of July, like July 31st. So they just finished their second week. So has Columbia started yet?
They have. They actually started last week, but it was so
Okay.
many different back to school bashes and stuff like that. I wanted the kids to be able to get in school and kind of get settled and see what they actually needed for school. and then come out and see me. So
I think that is so. I think that's smart because there was a lot. Like there was so many back to school
yes,
bashes going on. You
yes,
ain't know. You ain't know which one to go. But see now,
right.
and me. I used to try to go to. I used to try to go to all of them. But now I have a senior,
Yeah,
and he like it's
he nice.
whatever. Hey, George Moses the third, Darlington. Woo woo. Yeah, Darlington is in the house. What's up, George? But I wish you all the best.
Thank you
I'm
so much.
excited about what God has in store for you. And
Thank
I think it, and I just was having a conversation with someone previously. I think it's so important for us to get into businesses and do things to fulfill our purpose. We all have a thing called purpose in life. And I
right,
feel as it's something that we love to do. It doesn't feel like work.
right.
So with you being obsessed with the skincare, that's awesome. Like
Thank
for me,
you.
I'm like, because I was actually talking to my esthetician, and she was just talking about how she get excited about skin. I'm like, I'm looking at her like,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's what you love to do.
Yes.
It
Yes.
makes a difference. And George says, yes, I'm from there. Yeah, I am. Listen, George, I'm from Darlington, and guess what? I'm still here. I went to school. I went off to college in Charleston, but I came back after I graduated college. I came back to Darlington, so I'm still here. So whenever you come to Darlington, holla at a sister. Darlington is home. But is there any final words or anything you want, any closing remarks that you may have? Oh, let me ask you this question. As a business owner, and I try to tell as all business owners that I have on, as a business owner, those that may be wanting to start a business, what type of encouraging words would you give to them? Because some may get discouraged, because a lot of times we have to be careful not to tell everyone our vision, because
Mhm.
sometimes if a person doesn't see that you can do it, just because they can't do it, they might tell you that you can't. So what encouraging words would you give to someone that may have an interest in wanting to start a business? They don't want to know where to start, or they may be getting discouraged. What type of motivation or words of encouragement would you give them?
Um, of course, consult with God first.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely consult with God first. And realize that failure is not an option. Because guess what? Failure is just trying it and it don't work. So figure out a different way. Make sure you find out what your niche is before you launch a business. Don't start a skincare business if you know your thing is doing hair. So make sure you do that. Realize that every business owner fails at first, and it's how you respond to that failure. I had a couple of times I've had to dust myself off and try again, but you don't give up. Realize things are not always going to go your way. Realize that you have to show up. Realize that you have to be there, and realize that nobody is going to take your brand more serious than you are. So you have to show up for yourself, and that all of that energy and stuff that you give into the corporate world, put that same energy into your business. And remember to pray, pray, pray. Keep God first. Look at my husband in the background. Hey,
It's
keep
okay.
God first. Make sure you keep God first. Make sure you try hard, and make sure you just keep promoting yourself, keep growing. And whenever you start experiencing those growing pains, just realize that's part of it. So
Absolutely. That's great. That's awesome advice. Great motivation. And
thank
make
you.
sure you guys go out tomorrow. Let me put the address back up here that Shasta posted. Make sure you go by and support the grand opening on tomorrow. The location is 1101 Sparkleberry Lane, extension Suite B. B as in boy, and that's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The grand opening. It's going to be a huge back to school extravaganza. They're going to be plenty of food. They're going to be bouncing out. And y'all, listen, y'all take the kids, because y'all know them kids like them bouncy houses. Well, thank you so much for taking time out with your schedule. And like I said, we all wish you the very best on
Thank you.
tomorrow. And also repeat what you said. You said that now tomorrow you're going to have products on hand. People are able
Yes.
to purchase products. And if you run out, you can actually place an order and it can be shipped to them. But
Yes.
also say again the hours of operation, because you say right now it's by appointment only. So what are the days that you're physically there, and what are the days that you actually have to schedule an appointment?
So I'm typically there all day Saturday, some from 9 to 4, and I'm closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. And every other day you can schedule an appointment. So every other day is by appointment only.
Okay. And did you say you had hours on Sunday as well?
By appointment.
By appointment. Oh, that's good. Cause like somebody may want to schedule a facial something after they get out of church. Okay.
I do VIP appointments on Sundays. I try to shy away from the Sunday appointments if I can, but I do have a lot of clients that work the same hours that I work. So I try to make myself available then too, since I'm limited to weekends right now. So we do appointments on Sundays.
Okay. Well, sounds like a plan. Make sure you go by and check her out tomorrow, you guys. Once again, that address is 1101 Sparkleberry Lane, extension Suite B, and it's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the huge grand opening and back to school extravaganza. And make sure you got my number. So make sure you let me know how it goes tomorrow. Keep in touch with me, and anything that you need for me to do. Look at your husband peeping in the background.
No, block him.
He like,
I'm sorry, y'all.
You're like, let me see what's going on. That was funny to me just now, the way he was.
I'm trying to block. My husband is country too. He from St. Matthews, South Carolina. So,
hey, husband.
And he's shy, believe it or not.
Hey, you don't look shy today.
Exactly.
Oh Lord, he made me laugh. I forgot what I was about to say.
We are live on Facebook, please, and YouTube and everything.
I forgot what I was saying.
This is how God bless me.
Woo,
Good for the camera, Mike.
Go away.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny to me. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, you guys make sure you go by and support her. I believe in supporting businesses and supporting things that are doing great things. But like I was saying, make sure you keep in touch with me and let me know how it goes. And I actually have to come visit you in Columbia. I have to come visit you in Columbia so I can see the location. And when I do get the opportunity to come to Columbia, I'll actually try to do a live broadcast from the location. But I wish you nothing but success. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a phenomenal job. And like I said, it makes a difference when you love what you do. And I know what I was about to say before your husband was in the background. I was going to say, if there's anything that you need from me, to use my platform, if there's anything you have going on, just make sure you reach out to me. You have my number. So reach out to me, and whatever I need to do to assist you, I'll be more than happy to do that. So I wish you the best. May God bless your business tremendously.
Thank you so
guys,
much.
You're welcome. And you guys, make sure you go by the location. It's on the screen, 1101 Sparkleberry Lane, extension Suite B, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the grand opening is on tomorrow. And she's also going to be having a huge back to school extravaganza. So make sure you go by and support. And thank you once again for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you by chance missed the beginning, make sure you hit that replay. Make sure you share this broadcast. And I'll actually probably try to re-air it a couple of times as well, because it's all about making sure the people come out as well. And I want you to hang on a second. Once we end the live, just hang on a second. I'm gonna talk to you some more backstage. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys be blessed. Enjoy the remainder of your evening. And like I end each podcast, whatever you go through in this thing called life, you may bend, but don't you dare break. And always remember to keep the faith. You guys have a great evening, and we out. Peace.